Now we're about to see him at his very best.
Giggs. Still Giggs. Beautiful. Brilliantly done.
It was YTS, so it was about £30 a week. You weren't bothered about the money at the time. You just were happy playing for Man United for a living. I think that was just a one-off, really. You never get 5 or 6 players coming through like they did, the '92 youth team, because it just wouldn't happen really. Because there's so many good players, and they've managed to keep the place as well. Not only get into the first team, but keep the place. And I think that's a lot of the reason why. You haven't had 2 or 3 youngsters coming through, because we've been winning things, and it's hard to get into the team. There's so many great players who've come into the league and improved it. The Cantonars, the Schmeichels, the Bergkamps, Zolas, they're all great players. So, if you're a young lad coming up through the team or up through the ranks, then you can learn and watch people like that. I like watching Ginola play. The way he beats people and gets crosses in. That's Bex' strong point, and I think it's two different players completely. Bex is, probably the best crosser of the ball in the world, and my strong point of taking people on, trying to score goals really. So yeah, I mean, it's a weakness that I have had and that I've always worked on, and I think it's got a lot better. I sometimes look at the highlights, and I'm not even on the celebration. I don't know where I am. I'm probably in the crowd somewhere. I just can't remember where I was or what I was doing. I think I probably just fell at my knees and just couldn't believe it. Last year was hard enough with the group stage and then the quarter-finals, but this year I think it's lost that little bit of sparkle really, and you're not seeing great performances. You're seeing average teams or not very good teams go through to the next stage. It doesn't really affect the players, but I think obviously the opposition, if the crowd are in full cry, then it's a lot harder for the team to settle, and they come out to Old Trafford maybe for the first time, and they think, well, I don't want to play here, I don't want to make a mistake because of the atmosphere. And so I think in that respect it probably has changed a little bit. A lot of my plays is based on speed really, and sprinting, auto-sprinting, and I've had a few problems the last couple of years with, perhaps I played 2 or 3 games in a week, and it's perhaps gone a bit weak, and then on the 3rd game of that week, it's gone, and it's something that I'm trying to prevent, from happening again. I think it'd be nice if you could have a mid-season break, just 2 or 3 weeks, because you won't lose your fitness that much really, and you probably see better performances by the teams. The desire to play for Wales has always been strong, and the finger's always been pointed at me. You don't play enough games for Wales, but whenever I play for Wales, I've always give 100%, and whenever Wales have got a game, I always want to play. But the people who write about me and complain about me don't know me. 75% of the things that are written about me are untrue, and I think that's the case about most things, most players here. But it's just something that I've got used to. A lot of the thing is though, a lot of people will read it and believe it and come up to you and ask you, and you go, no, just don't believe everything you read. It's not true. Photographers camped outside your house, following you wherever you go, and you're trying to lose cameramen and photographers, and it's just it's not on really, because it can come quite dangerous. Well, obviously it's a bad thing if he does decide to do it. I believe it when I see it really, because you still see him, he's still like he was 10 years ago really.